So today we will see how to run or how to recognize or how to write one test case in Visual Studio Code. Okay, so basically if I will open the Visual Studio Code, so you can see here, let me clean it up. Okay, so basically you can see here, these are the two test cases which are present in my folder. This is test. Okay, so whenever test is nothing but we are importing from this playwright slash test. We will discuss it more. So basically for the time being you think it like this. So once you have written this test, okay, I will show you here. So let me type test. So it will take few arguments. The first one you can see here, this is title. So what will be your test case title? So I will say and double demo test case, then the body. Okay, and I will use one async function here, and in the async function I will pass page attribute, and then I will type this arrow function. Okay, so this is one test case which we can say. So basically if I will make it little bit more simple, let us write this one. So first I will write test. Okay, so basically this test with parenthesis, it will indicate your one test case. Okay, so you can say how many the number, suppose this file contains this test function, like suppose 10 times, so I can say this file contains total 10 number of test cases. Okay, and this test will take few arguments. The first argument indicates the test case title. Okay, so suppose I will say first test case. Okay, and in the second test case, this is a callback function. Basically we will discuss when we will discuss JavaScript in detail. So the callback function says, so it is nothing but a simple function, arrow function. Okay, so I can say this is one test case. So I will say suppose console.log I am inside my first test case. Okay, so let me copy it, let me paste it. I will say I am in my second test case. Suppose I will change the title. Okay, and for the time being, let us comment it out everything. Okay, so now you can see this file contains only two test cases. One is first test case title, and I am just printing something in the console, and this is one second test case. Okay, let me run this one. npx playwright test. We'll see what is happening. So you can see here it total 6 times it ran. So basically, since the config file contains all the browsers, so basically let us that means these two test cases ran for Chromium, these two test cases ran for Firefox, and these two test cases ran for WebKit. Okay, so that's why you are seeing here 6 test cases passed. And you can see here, if I will, you can see I am inside my first test case, then my second test case. Okay, this is my second test case, and this is my first test case. You can see here. Okay, so now I will clear it. So basically till now what we are doing, so basically we are running all our test cases through command prompt. So basically this is the command CLI. So basically using this command only we are now running all our test cases. So basically there is another way. There is one extension present for the Playwright in Visual Studio Code which will make our task more easy. I will show you now. So I will just clear my console. Okay, so we will see how to. There is one Visual Studio Code extension for Playwright. Okay, it will make your life very easy. Okay, so you can click on this link. Once you are here, then you can select this install button. Okay, so once you will click on this install button, it will take you to the Visual Studio Code, and you can see here this is already present. I have already installed this extension, so that's why it is coming on install. But for you, if it is not installed, then you have to click on the install button. Okay, once you have successfully installed, and there is another way to install this extension. So basically here, so this is basically nothing but a extension. Okay, this symbol. From here you can search Playwright. Let me check Playwright test for VS Code. This one. Okay, so this extension you click here and you install. You click on the install button from here. Okay, then this Visual Studio and extension will be installed on your machine. Okay, once that is done, then we will see what are the different advantages we will get. So the first thing is I will click on yes. So the first thing what we will say, this is the workspace. So you can see here, this is the our file which contains our test cases. You go to this extension, like this is the testing icon, okay, or you go here, you right click here, you will see here debug test at cursor, run test at cursor, run tests in current file, debug test in current file. So basically earlier what we are doing, we were typing this command npx playwright test. What it was doing, it was running all the test cases that were present inside this file. But suppose if I want to run my single test case, then what I can do, I will just right click and then run test at cursor. It means the test under which the cursor is present, it will be run. And if you want to debug your test cases, you can debug. And if you want to run all your test cases in the current file, you can click here. And if you want to debug the test, you can click. So all these options you can see pressing the right click. Okay, so let me run it and we will see. You can see here the test case is passed. Okay, and I am inside my first test case. It just printed in the output, it only printed this line only. Okay, and one more thing you can see here, if you will click on this testing icon, it will show you like how many test cases total there are present. So this is the tests folder. Okay, under this test folder we have one JS file, spec.js, and inside this you can see here there are total 2 test cases present. This is my first test case, this is my second test case. And if you'll come here, so basically this is replicable. This is for Chromium, this is for Firefox, and this is for WebKit. Okay, if you want to run your test cases from here, you can click on this arrow button. It runs successfully. If you want to run all your test cases that are present inside this JS file, just click here. It will run all your test cases. Okay, so basically you can see here now when I clicked on this button, so basically it ran on the 2 test cases, but it did not run the 2 test cases for all the browsers. Okay, it only ran only 2 times. One time, and this is my first test case and this is my second test case. So it is counting 2 test cases passed. Okay, so basically since if you want to run for individual browsers, then you can come back here and you run it. Okay, I have disabled this one. Okay. Okay, you can select. So here in the down arrow, you can see here. So basically by default only the Chromium browser is selected. So that's why we are able to say only 2 test cases. The test cases ran only for Chromium. If you want to run those test cases for Firefox as well as for the WebKit, you can run. Okay, you can see here 6 test cases passed. And if I want to run only for one browser, then I will deselect and I will run from here. Okay, so this is how you can use this extension, how it will help us in our day-to-day life. We will see its other features also while we will proceed in our scripting. Then we will see what are the other features that are available in this extension. Just to tell you, just you can see here, one is record new. So basically you can record your test cases. If you will click here, then you will see all the executions. Then there are clear cache, you can clear the cache. There are global teardown or show browser one worker. So basically there are different options which we can see going forward. Okay, and you can see here there is one more option. It will help, like if you want to know the test case history. Okay, you can see here. So it will show you at what time your test cases passed and at what time your test cases failed. So basically in the pipeline generally we see the history. Okay, depending so basically it will help you to analyze the code coverage. Okay, so depending on the how many test cases got passed or how many test cases got failed. So in a similar way you can from your local machine you can check the history of your test case which you have executed here. Okay, so let me, there is another option. We just tried run test at cursor. We will just try run tests in current file. Okay, let us see. So you can see 2 test cases passed. So it basically ran all the 2 test cases, and since only Chromium browser is selected here, so only for Chromium browser all the 2 test cases ran. Okay, so basically just to repeat, if I run this run test at cursor, it will run only single test case which is highlighted, which under which the cursor is present. And if I will run test in current file, so it will execute the entire test cases that are present in the this current file. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you.